Welcome to Trick or Threat Part 2. When we last left the gang of Ike, Jess, Charlie, Ampersand and Ambrosia, they had just discussed the philosophical quandaries of tricking, in the process breaking Quillo's arse. We now find them on their way to market to maybe pick up some treats and get ready for the adventures ahead. So you start to make your way through out of the slum district, and you're sort of making your way through. Again, there's like kids trick-or-treating everywhere. There's guards, posted out. They know it's a bit of a dodgy night for various reasons. So again, you're going to make your way through the sort of like merchants district, this, that, and the other. Is there anything you want to do on the way or keep an eye out for, or as you kind of make your way through the market district, you are gonna sort of, there are some bands playing in sort of the center of town and stuff. That's all, whatever it is. Or do you just want to make your way straight down to the upmarket side of town?
Can I pull Charlie and Jess into a huddle? You may observe the huddle. You may not be in the huddle.
We will observe.
What about Cynthia? Is she?
Cynthia, you can be in the huddle too.
Okay.
You look poor. You can be in the poor person huddle.
Unless they're like huddled down, like we're kind of standing beside each other, just looking over.
Whatever. Okay, just ignore it then. Okay. So, Cynthia, come here. Why? I have to whisper something to you. It's private, and I don't want the rich yuppies knowing it. Okay, what is it? So, what the pig was saying earlier on that they're bad kids and they're stealing all the treats from everybody and they're doing mean things to everybody. Yeah. So should we keep an eye out for those bad kids? Is that do we want to go? Do we want to go? Do we want to go all justice on their asses?
Yeah, we are the law.
Yeah, the ass is grass.
Yeah. What do you think, Jess?
What if the bad kids do a Robin Hood on us?
But they can't. We're poor. You can't rob from the poor.
We have nothing that they'll want.
To be fair, we've got some of the monkey nuts that murdered through it. We've been in this huddle for a very long time, and those two are just writing notes. It's kind of, is anyone else kind of scared?
Always. I'm always scared.
Why are you writing in your notes?
We're simply observing your conversation.
Always. Just keep an eye on them, okay? You.
When Ike says keep an eye on them, I think we both turn our heads to stare at Jess at the same time.
I'm just gonna make a quick roll here. You just hear above your heads.
Huh? Can I tell what direction it came from?
I mean, you had your heads buried in your notes and you guys were in your huddle, so.
What was that?
Yes, let's just ignore it and continue on what we were doing.
Absolutely nothing to see here.
Cynthia, did you see it since you're shouldering the burden?
I don't know, I must, maybe I could make some sort of investigation or perception check.
Yeah, I'll go for a perception check. 22.
Oh, okay. So with a 22, you hear just down behind you here.
We just hear. I don't see.
Yeah, so like they're like it's coming from sort of like from like an alleyway, So what would you like to do?
Yes.
Oh, please no.
Yes. Listen to me. Listen. Just go and check in the alleyway.
But what if it's Stanley's ghost?
No, it can't. Jess, listen to me. It can't be Stanley's ghost, okay? It can't. Because they still have the sack of rats.
Okay, you're gonna come right behind me and back me up, yeah?
Of course. I'm shaking my head as I say.
Okay. Hikes up his cowboy boots, which are like slipping off a little bit because they're mostly full of water. And like just very like looks around for something in the market to grab to act as some sort of makeshift shield or whatever. His costume didn't come with any of this, unless we think that McGuggett would have an invention similar to, say, a shield and longsword.
I mean, did you bring your wooden spoon and pot lid with you?
No, they belong to the rats now.
I mean, for sake of character, let's just say you've got something going.
Do we want to refer to Declan? What's? Oh yeah, hat as a shield is a good one. Well, what would McGucket make of a longsword?
What does McGucket have in his equipment? What would be part of his costume? I mean, you could use the hat as a shield in a way. You could sort of pull that down and
or indeed Mrs. McGucket. I don't want to rule her out.
Oh well.
So Mr. McGucket uses the lid of a barrel, like those heavy duty, and he has it kind of retrofitted. There's a little handle on it and stuff like that. It's strapped on his back. It doesn't look as obvious then. You just think, it's just for storing goods. So it's just kind of a little thing. Mrs. McGucket is the one that would have the longsword, and she usually uses the flat end of it to slap the arse on Mr. McGucket. Oof. So, yeah.
Jess is kind of like hat in one hand and let's just say longsword. Let's just say full longsword. That's for the Mrs. McGucket. We don't know her, but we've got a full longsword there. He is going to go stand back to the wall against the entrance of the alleyway and then like just peek around real quick and see if he can spot anything in there.
So again, as you don't have dark vision.
Sure don't.
I just suddenly remembered that.
And I like...
But he is squinting very hard.
Oh, well, okay. Well, in that case.
Advantage.
I don't know if there was necessarily an attempt to sneak there that I noticed, but you're just going to... No. So, so they have sensed your incoming presence, and you just hear like... I mean, yeah, there's trash cans in this world. Why not? You just hear like a rustle and a bang and like a... Oh, crap.
Oh my God, it's a performance of Stomp. He says, oh my gosh, they're getting away. We gotta go. Get them. And like turns into the corner and just runs blindly, shield forward and sword over his head.
As you do that, they start running away, but one of them trips and sort of turns back at you, sort of these sort of big bulging eyes and this sort of like sort of again head sort of shaped like a light bulb, but it's sort of like blue and leathery and just going
oh guys, it's gross. Guys, come quick, it's real gross.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna run into the alleyway.
Okay.
What
Oh God, it's hideous.
Bring a stick to poke it with.
And I just start poking Jess.
Oh.
Quick, sketch it.
Ow.
Okay. I start drawing it.
So again, this creature going, and then you just hear, oh God, look, leave him alone, okay?
Who's that?
So out flutters from the dark, just a tiny little, I would say maybe about, what's that? A foot thing, sort of like flitting around, and then. You weren't sure at first, but you sort of start to hear the sort of rustles, but like it seems to be like a little child, but also a tree.
What?
Like sort of like a tree child. Look, we're just playing pranks, okay? We're sorry. Just leave him alone, okay? He's not able.
Are these the candy stealers?
No, we're just having a little bit of fun, okay?
Or have you got any sweets?
No, all we got are these eggs.
Eggs? Who the fuck gives eggs out on Halloween?
You're in trouble.
Shut up.
I think you're the big bad guy. Ike is just going to put out a hand to the little light bulb.
Smooth.
Yeah, so it's like a little goblin-y sort of
I'm
looking
going
thing.
to put a hand to pick him up off the ground. Like,
puts its little sort of like 3-fingered hand in your palm. Yeah.
I start glowing.
Are you trying to call out trademark disputes on us?
I'm gonna take the podcast.
I'm going to get this podcast down from the inside.
So as it touches your hand, it just feels sticky and just kind of like
That's my hand. You want a monkey nut? And I'm going to reach into my bag and offer him a very wet monkey nut.
So he sort of still holding the one hand that you're grabbing. He sort of curiously looks into your other palm and goes and starts just sort of like He just eats the monkey nut whole, like shell and all. Just
Oh, he might be allergic. Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't like this. This is weird.
This
Wow.
is fascinating. It is really
The way you make
interesting.
assumptions, Jess.
and then with that, then the sprite sort of flies up to your face and goes, "Hey, look, man. Look, if you just get out of here, we'll give you. You can have some of our eggs if you want. Okay, we'll call it quits. We'll call it even. We'll leave you guys alone. Look, we just don't want any trouble. Okay, we come here on Halloween. We try to have some fun. It's the only time we can get away with it. Otherwise, people are giving us some funny looks. All right."
Do you guys know how to trick? We have yet to pull off a successful trick. Well,
Well, to be fair, you did make that man fall out the window.
That was good.
I believe, Ambrosia, I pulled off a successful trick, but we have yet to see the subjects pull off
That
a
is
successful trick.
They may need to be trained.
I mean, look, as I say, you can take these eggs. These ain't no normal eggs, all right? These are magical eggs. Grundle here, our little blue friend, he's magified these eggs for you.
What do they do?
You never know. It's sort of a luck of the draw. You throw the egg, it does some kind of shit. I don't know. Might have to roll some dice. I don't know.
Did he lay the eggs?
Quite possibly. I'm not too sure.
Ew.
Jess! What if I told you about new experiences?
I don't want to hold this guy's eggs. We don't know where the eggs come from.
I just eggs, please, and the sack's open.
So the dryad. Oh well, it's a dryad. The little tree child is like, well, hold up now. We gotta keep some for ourselves. So like, okay, let me just see how many we got. One, two, okay. Look, we've got 11 left. Okay, you can take that one if it hasn't broken over in the bush. But we can maybe spare you guys like 4-ish eggs.
There's 6 of us. So we need 6.
Yeah, but we
I don't want one. I don't want one.
I want Jess's one, so we still need 6.
I mean, we can't just give you like we
5. Just give us 5.
Are you fairies?
Ish is
5.
5.
Well,
Excuse me, I'm not a fairy, all right? I'm a sprite. Okay, there's a difference.
Don't be so insensitive.
What's the difference?
oh god, here we go. Every time I go out with Jess, it's just
I can't believe this guy. I cannot
I'm
believe
so
this guy.
sorry. We need to take 4 eggs. We need to take 4.
Yeah, do. So,
with that he he goes to like pick an egg up. There's like little sprite.
excuse me, Smoot, can you help me out here?
And then just Smoot, the little dryad child. I didn't name these guys beforehand.
I never do either.
Takes 4 of the eggs and hands them to you, Ike. So you can divvy them out as you see
Charlie
fit.
snatches one out of your hand.
Ambrosia and Ampersand put a hand out beside each other towards you.
Now you can buy one.
Yeah, you could buy your own eggs. You're rich. 4 magic
what, you
eggs.
got money?
No.
Yeah, they do. They
Yeah.
gave 10 gold pieces to the popo.
Oh, really?
I can give him 10 more to come back to you.
Oh.
Excuse me one moment.
And then
You just say,
Nixon flies out and goes,
I'll tell you what. We'll give you 2 eggs. 2 more eggs. For more of those nuts you got. Grundle likes them. And we'll call it quits, okay?
How about we give you 10 gold for the rest of the eggs?
and he turns his back.
Throwing the monkey nuts is the deal.
Hand them over in the 10 gold and take the 7 eggs.
So Ambrosia and Ampersand now have typical.
Yeah,
rich.
yeah.
Why do you have to be more communist?
That's capitalism, baby.
Eat the
I'm not.
rich.
I don't know
Eat the
the
rich.
traditions. Eat the Eggs. Wait, what?
Cody has one in her mouth.
So what do we do? Like crack it?
Look, we never know what happens. That's kind of the fun of it. Boggle, as I say, magifies these eggs. It's a little bit of fun. We take it into town. We throw them around. We see what happens.
You're not trying to shaft us, are you? We're just kids, like.
Yeah, I'm a kid too. What's your point?
They already paid 10 gold for those eggs. That's too much money for eggs.
Hey, kid, you shut up, all right?
Ike's off looking for their fifth egg in the bush.
Okay. To roll an investigation to find that egg.
Okay. But I got a 13.
Got a 13. You don't find an egg, but what you do find is just some... as you peer into the bush, instead of seeing an egg, you see a two-headed lizard sort of looking up at you, going... sort of licking both of its tongues at you.
I'm gonna literally try and pick it up. But cutely,
Roll persuasion.
-1. Okay. 3.
And it's just going to you said you reached out a hand to it, didn't you?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just going to go honk onto your finger. So it doesn't do any damage, but it is quite you get a little fright of it. So you've just got this little two-headed lizard at you, and the other one's the other head of the lizard is snapping at your finger, but it's just sort of dangling on the end of your...
I'm gonna come out of the bush and be like, look, Jess, look what I got. I found you.
Was that in the egg?
What are you going to call it?
I'm gonna call this one Ampersand and this one Ambrosia.
We are flattered. Very flattered.
Wait, what are you guys' names? Because they're my friends. They knew my friends. I'm just flapping the... I'm literally wee.
Okay, so look, our business is done here. Thank you very much. I think we've done quite well here. Have a beautiful night, guys. It was really nice to meet you. And with that...
do you know... No, do you know where the treats are? Do you know where the good treats are?
Dude, like I said, we're just here to pull some pranks. There's a lot of kids up around the market. Just sort of hitting up the residential areas. You know yourself.
What's a residential area?
Look, I'm going to be frank with you, kid. All right. This game is might be a bit out of your league. All right. Getting candy is all about being cute. All right. You gotta.
Ouch.
Jess hoists up the sopping wet beard that had drooped down around his chest and was staining his little dress. Hoists it up around his mouth and just goes, takes his hat off, slams it on the ground and says, "Tarnation." I'm real cute. I'm very cute. Marilla says I'm cute.
Yeah, Ike's gonna go over and just grab Jess by the face and just give him just full on.
Smush him.
Yeah, I'm gonna just smush his face. I'm like, nobody tells my brother that he's not cute.
Oh.
Look at them dimples. Look at them, and I'm squeezing his face even harder.
Ow.
Hey, we don't want no trouble here, all right? We tried to make a deal. We're just trying to get out of here. Look, I'm being straight up with you guys. If you want some candy, you got to play the game.
Yeah, I think we're gonna. He said the market. There were some places to hit up in the marketplace. We could possibly annoy some market stallers for some free goods.
Okay, so with that, then the little boggle Grundle is just going to go and sort of a mess of trash cans and this, that, and the other. There are two cans sort of next to each other with lids that seems to be just sort of just resting across the two of them. And he runs his finger up along the frame of it, and a white light shines through, and they all just walk into it. And as they walk into it, it goes, and they're gone.
Whoa.
Charlie is immediately going to go and try and do that.
Head first into the wall.
Don't worry, she just tires herself out. Tamaki? You going Yamaki?
I am happy to try something new.
I am also happy to try something new.
I am also happy to try something new.
I'm not.
And I'm looking at ampersand and ambrosia on my fingers. And I make their heads nod.
And Cynthia looks to all of you and goes, indubitably.
I could try for you. You're all right, Cynthia. You should be more canon.
This does mean candy, right?
Yes.
Demarca
To the markets. Yeah. And what we don't get legally, and I just make shifty eyes, and then makes ampersand and ambrosia on our fingers make shifty eyes. It's just like, you might be able to do a distraction and steal some stuff.
You do have these eggs. I wonder if they could perform a distraction in our favor.
I would wager so.
Okay, just going to saunter off to the market.
That's great. I'm just going to make a note of eggs.
Give them eggs.
Egg notes.
Egg notes. Eggs. Fuck, why did I do this?
Right. I mean, yeah, great. You were making your way down to the sort of temple district where all the kind of like richer residents live and all that kind of stuff, but that sort of alleyway has sort of connects you back in if you want to kind of take a little slip street down back in towards the kind of hubbub and life of the festivities. Mm-hmm. There's a band playing. There's a
Who's the band?
band. It's sort of like a brass band, like multiple sort of like in the sort of town center. There's a
What are they playing? Are they playing like Forever Rock hits? Like
Yeah, like the good stuff, like.
no, it is an orchestral version of some Ever Rock songs.
Oh.
But again, it's
Let's stop to appreciate that.
Just pause here for you to add that in post.
Oh, very good. Clap, clap, clap. And listen up.
Yeah, so you have the conductor, and he's sort of this very old, rotund half elf, sort of bald on top with white hair, and he's got a big mustache, sort of like twirled up like that, like in like turning into concentric circles near the end, and he's sort of conducting away the band. You have like some kids with their parents like up on their shoulders. You've got like little mages and witches and other D&D wait, no, don't say that, other magical creatures that kids are pretending to be, and it's a very cute, wholesome affair. Everybody's really enjoying themselves because they feel safe. They feel like nothing bad's going to happen to them. They feel like who would ruin these festivities at this time? Really.
So can I just say that on seeing all those things, Ike gets very upset. Sorry, not to bring down the mood around like that, but like that's yeah. Ike is just upset. So she reaches into her bag and she grabs an egg and she chucks it at the conductor.
I'll get you to roll to hit on that. You can add your dex.
My dex is -1, so that's 10.
You miss, but it hits a flautist right in the face all the same.
That's who I was aiming for, a flautist.
So, with that, it smashes off the flautist's face, but bursts into sort of I don't know what you'd call them, but we'll just go with swarm. A swarm of butterflies, just like
it's a bouquet.
Yeah, a bouquet of.
I learned that this morning.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I love that choice.
A bouquet of butterflies explode off of the flautist's face, and like he is, he is very much distracted. Everyone is like, like they love it. They love it. There's all these butterflies like flitting around. It's like, wow, they're doing like special effects. It's great. I love it. Like we've lost the flute in the throng of music, but the band is still going strong.
We're getting treats. Okay.
All right.
And I'm just gonna walk up to it like the first stall.
Mm-hmm.
Trick or treat, you made something nice to eat, or whatever.
So the stall you walked up to is actually selling like candied apples. So that there's like apples covered in chocolate and like some rolled in hazelnuts. You've got like again your classic like syrupy red apple with like caramel apples, like all these kind of things. Anything you want. Oh, they're delicious.
Stop! I'm salivating. I haven't eaten today.
And the nice young gnome lady behind the table says, "Oh, hello. Would you like a little candied apple?"
Yes, please.
Yeah, it's 1 silver piece, my dear.
I don't have any money. I'm an orphan.
Oh. I mean,
And I just look up at her with these big blue and grey eyes, just like lip quivering a little bit.
I mean, she sees the tears starting to well in your face, and I don't think she's. I'm gonna give her a wisdom save, actually. That's a 2. And it's just you that's come to the soul, I imagine. Yeah.
Charlie's
Okay.
there as well.
Okay. Oh, you poor little dote. Come here to me. She like picks up. What would you like? What would you like, please?
Want that one?
That one. Okay. Yeah. And then
My friend wants that one.
and that one. Okay. And
Oh, and Jess wants that one.
okay. So okay. Well, you take this. And there you go. And then that's for you.
you.
And then this is then for your other friend. Okay.
Jess pipes up and says, I'm allergic to apples. You know I'm allergic to apples.
Shut up, Jess, we'll eat it.
Yeah, take it.
Good work.
You are so brave.
I know.
Well, you must be some sort of little street urchin. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Well, look, do what you can. Try and have some fun tonight. We've the band. Just go around to the houses. I'm sure a lot of people are giving things out. You'll be well fed tonight, I'm sure.
I hope. Otherwise, I have to crawl back into the basement with the rats.
Oh. Here, just take another one.
I was already putting up there. Thank you.
So you now have one of each apple for yourself.
With my sleeves to wipe my face. Thanks. I walk off, and as I turn, I was smiling.
So as you walk away, she sort of sits back down on her stool and just sort of looks into the distant, sort of like, oh God. You've ruined her night. Roll to ruin her night.
20. Yes, you are allergic to apples.
I'm allergic to red ones and green ones, and I think maybe pink ones, but I'm not sure.
Ike is just gonna scrape all the caramel and the nuts off of it, into a ball, and just hand it to Jess.
Oh,
It sticks immediately to his hand and he shakes it around to try and get it off.
No, you eat it. Eat it.
Yeah. It's all sticky.
Just eat it.
Smushes it into his face, gets mad and caught in the beard, and can't talk properly because his mouth's full of caramel now.
Can I have a apple?
Yeah, Cynthia, you're my friend. You can, and I'm going to pass an apple to Cynthia.
It's good. It tastes good.
Cynthia's just licking her sugared apple, sort of the red syrupy ones. She's she's not quite sure that you have to bite it. It's just
Yeah, that's about right for Cynthia. Yeah, and I'm going to hand the apple that I scraped. There's still some stuff still on it, but I'm going to hand it to Ampersand and Ambrosia.
I think we would like to try ourselves. Is this how you trick or treat?
Oh yeah, I tricked the living daylights out of that lady.
So that was a successful trick that we encountered? That was a trick then. I thought that was a treat.
What? I tricked her, and I got a treat.
This is getting really confusing.
Will we try?
I don't understand the parameters of this thing anymore.
I think we must throw ourselves into it.
Okay.
Just go up and tell that lady a sob story. She is a pushover.
Okay.
Make sure you quiver a little bit. And then I kind of takes a look at the both of them. No. This won't do. And just rubs her hand in the cobbles on the ground, and then just smears Ampersand and Ambrosia's dresses in dirt. Yeah. Now you just look like us.
And this will get us treats?
If you do the trick.
Okay, let's try.
Yes. So we walk up to the apple stall.
Yeah. So she again, this little gnome lady, she's sort of just staring into the distance now because she's quite old. She's very, very sweet. So that is just it's really broken her heart. It's so she's just looking quite vacantly into the distance. So, yeah, what would you like to do?
What would you like to do, this sweet old lady, huh?
Trick or treat?
Oh, yes. Sorry, they're it's 1 silver for an apple.
We don't have any money.
Oh, well, maybe you could. Where are your parents? You could probably ask them.
They were hit by a horse cart.
Yesterday.
A horse cart. By the way, not a horse and cart. Yeah. A cart carrying horses.
Yes,
They're
yes.
known for rolling free.
Yes.
It was roll down a hill,
Okay. Yeah.
They didn't hear the horses screaming.
We don't know what we're doing.
Oh, that's terrible. What happened exactly?
It happened yesterday in front of us. I am still not prepared to speak of it.
Oh,
Please don't make us relive these events. We just want to eat.
can you, I was going to say roll performance, but it's not really much of a performance, I think. I'm just going to roll wisdom, I think, for that, because it's just... Great! That's a natural one. And
This will never recover.
This guy's in a nunnery.
tears start welling up in her eyes. Oh my God, it's so terrible. And she just picks up a tray of apples. Please just take these. I'm so sorry.
I take the whole tray.
Yeah, and with that, she just starts taking the rest of her trays and putting them in under the table. And then she takes the sort of 2 sticks that have been propping up the front of the stall and she closes it down because she's just not able. And then as you stand there holding the tray of apples, you just hear...
And we turn back. We turn to each other and look, and I suppose we walk back to Ike and Jess and Charlie.
We have succeeded the tricks and procured the treats.
Ike is just eyeballing the apples. Ike is
How many do we get on the tray?
I would say you've got about 17 apples there. Now, they're all the one flavor, but...
go back. Get a variety.
You got the chocolate and hazelnut ones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's good ones.
Charlie's going to take 2 and just balance them in between their fingers.
I take one each and I just kind of stare at them.
Yeah, you eat it.
Oh. And then I drop the tray and I take the other one out of her hand.
Ike doesn't care. Ike goes over to the tray and starts
Stirred
stuffing the
apples? That's nothing.
Have you seen what Marilla cooks? Ike is just going to start stuffing the rest into her bag.
So this is an apple with chocolate. I've never come across this before.
This is new.
This is a treat.
Treat.
Let me say this to the cook maybe about creating this one day.
Let us try.
Well, Jess can't eat apples, so we have to catch up with Jess.
So do we do more trick or treating?
Oh, they're not all going to be easy marks like that, lady.
Jess, what kind of tweets do you like?
Jess's hand is stuck to the beard now and is busy trying to like pull it away. He says, I like candy floss. And I like popcorn with caramel. He goes to wipe his nose and then gets stuck to that.
Okay, you heard you, man. Split up. Let's look for candy floss and popcorn with caramel.
Roll perception or investigation, whichever one you like.
17 perception. Oh, wait, 20 perception, but not natural 20.
Okay.
15. Unnatural 21. Well, of course it's an unnatural.
An unnatural.
I
You
rolled
got
a
a
natural.
An abomination of a 21.
Okay.
And an 8 for me.
Right. You start seeing some things. You see like a big burly furbolg sort of in an apron. He's got a little cap on and he's sort of whipping his hand around and you can just kind of see there, but like straight away you take a big whiff into your nose, Ike. You go
Floating.
yeah, it's like a cartoon cat. You just start sort of floating in the wind, led by your nostrils. And you've split your way up around the market, but you've met back at the Furbolg stall, who is selling candy floss. Yes, and then Charlie, you again put an ear out, and you can hear the popping of popcorn, just to the east of the center square. You're waddling around now. You're a little bit concerned now because you've lost Ambrosia, ampersand, and Jess, you are still concerned with your beard.
He's blind and deaf from the amount of like caramel and beard hair. Yeah. It's like bloody cousin It now.
Not seeing my twin around me, I start kind of freaking out to try and find her.
Again, it's just because you were in a sort of crowd of people. As Ambrosia was successful in a thing, she went straight for it, as you guys are wont to do. But yeah, you start freaking out, and what do you do?
Can I look for her? I suppose that's what I'm trying to do. And just
You can. I would say, are you gonna just look around, or are you gonna
kind
try
of
and
start walking a bit as well around?
Okay, we'll do investigation then, I suppose.
Okay. 8.
No, unfortunately, again, the crowds are just too big, and you're only little. You are quite scary and quite formidable in your own way, but these crowds are not something you're used to. You're used to being in stately homes, loads of space. You don't need to see anyone unless you want to, unless you ring your bell. Right now, it's quite overwhelming because it
feels quite claustrophobic.
It's very claustrophobic, and you've lost your twin.
Okay, I sit down on the ground and wrap my hands around my knees, my arms around my knees. So I don't know what to do in this scenario. This is not how I anticipated this experiment going. Why am I by myself?
Rocking in the street.
Yes, yeah, very much so.
And we have found the candy floss.
Yeah, so you guys are at the candy floss. Jess, I would say you've been sort of following Charlie out of your peripherals. So you're stumbling behind, sort of trying to pull your hand away from your face.
At this point, he's got the beard off, and now it's just floating there, like from his hand. It's mush of sweets.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach the furbug. Candy floss inspector.
Can I see some identification, please?
Yeah, sure. One moment. And I reach into my bag and I hand him an egg.
Takes the
as he does, I want to smack it. I want to smash it on his hand.
Just take a little roll. As you smash that into his hand, three hummingbirds burst out of the bottom of his palm and start swarming up, and they're terrified now because of the way in which they were brought in, and they just start attacking him in his eyes. So he's concerned now with the hummingbirds that are now attacking his face.
You can look up my papers, and I'm gonna walk into the stall.
You walk in the stall, so there is sort of a pedal. So there's a bowl that is affixed to sort of like a machine with like a pedal on the bottom. So it's that pedal that keeps the sort of centrifuge spinning. So there are some paper sort of sticks to one side, and the sugar now that the furball is concerned with the hummingbirds that are now attacking his face. It's slowly starting to slow down.
Okay, I'm gonna Ambrosia.
Yes.
Come here. I'll do the pedal. You make the candy floss. You take the stick and you stick it in, and then the candy floss comes.
I walk up to the stand and I look at him like fighting off the birds, and I just go,
He's
trick or
looking
treat?
No, he's looking at my papers. And I'm start pressing on the pedal, like literally just my whole body on. I'm not even trying to cycle it. I'm just on it, just pushing it down.
Okay.
Is this the trick?
And now we get the treats.
Yeah.
So get the sticks and make the candy floss. Put them in the bowl, and I'm gonna keep.
So as you press the pedal again, the first kind of push is like real tough, but with each subsequent push of the pedal, it does start to build momentum. It does get easier to push, and then you start getting your rhythm going, and then it starts like whirring, and you can just see the candy floss slowly rising from the top as it starts to spin and spin.
So I want to climb up to sort of the top where the drum is and grab the paper sticks and just throw them in.
You hold a stick and you catch the sugar.
So
A stick.
I assume you're still pedaling. So again,
Shouting from underneath.
what was a slow rise now? The sugar has now purchased on these things, so it's sort of starting to become this massive mound of sugar that is now using the paper sticks as a form of like skeleton.
It's alive.
You should be delighted.
I take another stick and I just like stick it into the giant pile of.
Yeah, you do that. Do you want to try lifting it?
Can
out?
I lift the whole thing?
I would say do a strength roll, but I mean it's sugar, so.
Again, it's a lot of sugar and I am small.
Yeah, do you know what? That's a fair point. Yeah, roll a little bit of strength for me, please.
That's a 9.
A 9. So you pull the stick and you sort of heft it up, and it's quite sticky as well. And it sort of starts to break, and you can see it's pulling out, but it's still kind of tearing from it. So it's not free just yet, but you're sort of, but like now, again with the sort of skeleton that is formed with all these paper sticks, it's starting to like whir around, coming back down to the stick.
Swap.
No, wait, I can do this. Can I just grab it with my arms? Like, can I just grab the pile of sugar with my arms?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So you grab the sugar with your arms.
I feel sticky just listening.
And again, it's just it's sugar. So your hands just sort of collapse in on top of it. So you kind of end up like grasping your own head, but now you're just covered in sugar. And like I don't know why at this point Ike has not stopped pedaling, but
She still is.
He's got a groove.
Yeah, I really in it now. I got my cadence.
so it's just spinning, and you're getting like little. Again, it's just paper, so it's not too bad. But you're getting little thwacks in the face from like paper as it's spinning around in the sugar.
I believe I have it. And can I just like jump down with however much I have?
Yeah. Okay. So you jump down, and the sugar breaks away from the machine, but you're sort of there like this candified like Mr. Whippy, like just like it's just a cloud of pink with like two little legs sticking out, and like the end of your dress with the black lace sticking out. Yeah, so that's what you have before you. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna reach in. Okay, I'm gonna reach into where I think Ambrosia's arm might be, just to kind of grab her hand and buck it. But I'm also gonna try and nibble on something.
Okay, so you guys make your escape, and then we'll come over to Charlie and Jess.
Here, Jess, do you fancy being another sob story? I mean, you have to look down.
I am actually a rooted toot cowboy. It's very cool and not sad at all.
Well, you're a very wet root and toot cowboy, so do you want to maybe root and toot over to that popcorn fella and get us some food?
You come too, though.
Yeah,
I don't want to go on my own.
I'll be right behind you.
Okay.
I will actually be right behind him.
Thank you for clarifying.
Ike is, or sorry, Jess. I keep on getting that confused. Jess is gonna like adjust his dress, which is a little bit hiking up now around his like singed pants, and is going to approach the stall with like a kind of a bow-legged cowboy, like Clint Eastwood gait.
Who's Clint Eastwood?
But
McGucket cake.
Yeah, Clinton McGucket, formerly known. He has lost one spur at this point in proceedings, so it's just one jangle. But it's going to step right up and say, "Do you have a scissors?"
Scissors. As you say that, this very tall human turns around, and he's got like long hair, and he's got quite thick rimmed glasses, and he's wearing a leather apron with a short sleeve shirt sort of rolled up, and he's like, "Sorry, mate, what did you say?"
My hand is stuck to the sweets and the sweets are stuck to the beard. Do you have a scissors?
Right. Ted's right. Just hold on just for one moment, please. I need to give this a stir. Just hang tight, my little dude, right? And he's got these massive sort of kettles, these big sort of brass, I don't know how you describe them, great DMing Sam, but sort of, big massive sort of pots where he just sort of has to like turn
Cauldrons,
yeah, we'll call it a cauldron. Cauldron, yeah. So, and he's got this like massive wooden spoon and he's just sort of like dipping it in and turning it up on itself. And you can get these, and as he goes from like cauldron to cauldron, let's say, you're getting like various smells. Like there's some savory popcorns, you've got some like nice sweet ones, some caramel, like you got some cheese popcorn. Ooh, it's delish. Right, it was scissors, was it, man? Scissors, right? Just hold on, right? And he comes up and he goes, will these do, man? And they're just massive shears, like they're as tall as you are.
You would need to be very careful. And then stealing a glance quickly back at Charlie and not forgetting the MO says, I'm very sad.
What?
Look, mate, don't worry about it. I swear I'm going to get you out of this, man. You can trust me.
While he's trying to grapple with the caramel, can I try and sneak around?
Yeah, roll stealth.
Oh, God. 15.
15. Yeah, you start sneaking around undetected.
What vessel do they carry them in? Like a paper bag kind of thing?
Yeah, they got these like brown paper bags that are
Okay, so I'm just gonna try and like scoop some with my hands into this paper bag.
Oh God, not the cheese one.
Oh, dusty cheese.
Yeah, dusted cheese, yeah.
You uncultured swine.
I don't eat cheese popcorn because I'm not.
Yeah, so I'm just shoveling it into the bags.
Okay, grand. Like indiscriminately, you didn't check for what flavor it was. Okay, yeah.
They're all a mishmash.
Okay.
Popcorn is popcorn.
The stall owner opens his shears to you, Jess, and goes shing, and you just see like the light sort of, the shine of light sort of run up the sharp side of the blade, and he sort of starts. He goes. Like that, and just gives him a quick little, yeah, we're good to go, man, good to go. Just hold very, very still, because I might chop off one of your fingers, man, and we cannot have that.
Jess like winces, covers his entire face with one arm, and then says, I actually need all my fingers because I'm so sad.
I mean, losing a finger, man, it's not a good time. Like, I don't want to make you any sadder. You're pretty sad as it is.
Do you have all your fingers?
You look to his two hands holding the shears, and you can see sort of the middle finger on his left hand and the ring finger on his right hand are in fact missing. And he's and even on his right hand, he's only got maybe the like the top of his thumb is gone. But man, don't worry, my dad did it for me. He taught me we can do it. It's not a problem.
Snatches his hand back and like tucks it under his dress.
So you have a sticky, hairy armpit.
Puberty.
Dude, I promise it's gonna be fine. Just give me your hand, man. Give me your hand. Here, look, let me just see if I've got some other scissors, man. Maybe something smaller. We can do more of a delicate operation. So he starts to turn back.
Why would you not start with the small scissors? Because no, okay. And holds his hand out at like an arm's length and is like leaning back away from it as far as he possibly can.
Okay, so
and then he says, like, just kind of remembering, he just says, "We met a fairy. We met a fairy and a tween."
That's great, man. Keep talking to me about the fairy. Stay, man. You got to stay focused. Talk about the fairy, man. And he starts coming at you with the with the shears. And he just,
in this moment, I don't know how well Jess is gonna hold up to this. I don't know if this justifies a roll, but my heart of hearts feels like maybe it does.
Is you gonna pee his pants?
So,
Let's roll for
Constitution save.
time slows down in this moment for Jess. Okay, I am going to ask you to do a Constitution saving throw to see if you can remain conscious as these huge blades come hurtling towards you.
11.
So, again, in slow motion, you. It's alright, man. And the shears close, and as they come to close, you just feel a rush travel all the way up your body, and your face feels really hot, and your eyes roll back in your head. And as the shears close, your hand falls back with the rest of your body, and he snips just the ends of the beard, just missing your hand as you hit the dirt.
Charlie is gonna like immediately reappear from behind the cauldron and be like, "Shit! I mean, shite! Jess!"
Two shopping bags.
Oh my god, are you alright? Whoever that guy is.
I like how we have both ends of the Dublin diaspora here, accent wise.
I had debated going Southsider, and then I was like, no,
Stick
there's
to
no
your
way.
root.
Yeah, basically.
Is Jess awake at this point?
So you hit the dirt. You are out cold, but like, oh man, don't worry about it. I'm coming. And he pulls something out of his pocket and he just waves it under your nose. So you get sort of this acrid like stench up your nostrils, and it just sort of pings the frontal cortex of your brain, and you just spring back open.
Jess sits up immediately, headbutting the man.
God, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, let's go.
Yippee-ki-yay. And gets up and dusts off his dress and runs away.
I love how he also has one hairy palm now as well.
That's what happens, guys.
Puberty.
Lunatic barber, butcher, candy man there.
So with that, you guys have your popcorn, you have your candy floss. Ampersand, you are again arms wrapped around your knees. You're rocking back and forth. Are you staring down into your own knees? Or are you keeping are you looking out, or what's that? How are you?
I'm looking out. I'm looking around just to see if I can see my sister's. Oh, there she is. I'm looking out.
Stole a car.
Get in, bitches. We're going trick or treating.
Finally.
I have learned, and now I will show you how it's done.
Yeah, so kind of down around this height, I'm just seeing if I can see like the ends of her dress, her shoes, and that between the legs of the people.
So as you're sort of looking out, you don't see Ambrosia, but you do see coming out of out of that sort of mess of people, you see Cynthia in her black cloak. She's like, oh God, thank God, I couldn't find anyone. I was really scared.
So you don't know where the rest of them are either?
No, there were these bigger boys, and they were chasing me, and I don't know what to do. Can you help me?
Okay, Ambrosia? Wait, no, she's not here. I take one of the eggs. Mm-hmm. I don't want to smash it on the ground just to see if it makes anything to, I don't know, someone can see it.
As you smash the egg, it just erupts into a cloud of green smoke. So doesn't really do anything. But you guys are now
Surrounded in green smoke.
Yeah, you can't see all the people anymore, but you are still very much alone.
Oh, this is much better.
Hello, where did you go?
I reach out and grab her arm. I'm here.
Okay, what are we going to do now?
I don't know. I have half the answer. I don't have the full answer anymore. It must involve something in the terms of walking, but I'm not sure about what direction.
So as the smoke does slowly start to dissipate, and you do again, it's not like you've gone anywhere. You're still in the market. There's still people all around you. But as the smoke starts to dissipate, you feel a hand come down on the scruff of your neck and pick you up. And this greasy, spotty looking kid, sort of with like long, sort of like brown curlyish hair, sort of like covering Mrs. face. Look, guys, I'm after finding another one. And he just starts shaking you to like see what falls out.
I cast Firebolt at him.
Roll to attack.
Ugh, teenagers.
I'm glad I wasn't everyone.
Unnatural 20.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, are you sort of, whereabouts are you aiming? Because like,
Oh, like
just the foot.
right at him.
Yeah. Like he's behind you, so you're kind of facing out. So like you're.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put my hand down, like
Okay.
down behind me.
Okay. So I mean, like it hits. So I roll to.
1 damage.
Okay.
It's just kind of trying to do it more to like startle him away from me, I guess, and drop me.
So and he drops you immediately. He goes, oh, dude, she's after getting me in my fucking schlong. Oh.
Can I take Cynthia's hand at this moment and start?
Sorry. Thank you for that journey of an accent. That trans-global accent.
We are in a fantasy world, okay? I do not have a bad accent, okay? What I have is a brand new accent that I'm bringing forth into this world, okay? It's about having an imagination.
I suppose what you're doing is you're supplying Declan accents that he can now add to the foray of accents that are in Tezra. But
Yeah, I mean, all the ones that we've cut out up until this point.
Hey, wow. I don't know if I can talk about Mom.
So as soon as I fall, I want to like grab Cynthia and start running if I can.
You do that. So as you start to like run away, another 2 teenagers. So a girl that's maybe about like 5 foot. She's got sort of like dark, like a bluish kind of skin, and she's just very cool looking. Like she's got sort of shaved eyebrows, but they're sort of drawn on with sort of like a pencil, and there's like little crosses on them to kind of like to kind of make them look like stitches, because she's like real badass, and she's got like black lipstick on, and she's got like
She one of Professor's sisters.
quite possibly yes she is. No okay, and then the other one is this sort of like shorter, well, he's a dwarf, so he would be shorter, so he's like quite rotund, and he's got like a mohawk shaved into his head, and he's got sort of like just like crumbs and stuff around his face, and sort of like he's just sticky.
He's a teenager.
Yeah. So as you run away and you're not looking where you go, and you just go sort of like run up against this wall of young adults.
Hey.
And they I assume you guys had like a satchel that you were putting all your candy and stuff in.
Just
like
into my pockets and not really more than anything else.
Oh, okay. And like Cynthia did, she was prepared to come trick-or-treating and has her candied apples and had like, a few
Because
monkey nuts.
we didn't understand the concept,
Yeah.
so it's just what we had, like our pockets.
Yeah. So they so as you run up against them, you sort of fall back onto your arse, because you're just, it's a very panicked situation. And the kind of heavier dwarf kind of kid sort of grabs you again and sort of like shakes you, and then just throws his hands into your pockets and like turns them out, taking out all your candied apples, all of your everything that you've gotten up until this point. Same with Cynthia. He takes her everything. I think she had an egg as well. You gave her an egg. So he takes her egg, and he takes her monkey nuts, and he takes her her half-eaten candied apple, and then they throw you back to the ground, and then they get out of there.
Is this part of trick-or-treating too?
No. Why?
He suddenly starts pissing rain at that point.
So, as Cynthia shouts into the night, you guys all hear the whoa reverberate around the market square.
The Cynthia signal.
What do you do?
Ike is going to come charging for it.
Yeah, run in that direction.
Okay.
Still, by the way, taking I'm dragging Ambrosia, but I'm also like tearing lumps off her and eating it. It's like this patchwork little kind of cotton candy woman now.
I can't see anything, so I'm just like, ampersand? Ampersand?
I'm here, and I grab her hand.
No,
No, yes, no, not yet. No, I want my sister back.
I
No.
assume it takes some time.
Oh, no.
Can I tear out a face for her? I'd like to rip off the cotton candy woman's face and eat it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. You can now see, but I'm still. You literally just see Ike chomping down on something like.
It's like a
Her eyes are just like. You know that gif of the little girl that was like. That's Ike right now.
So we've got a scuffed up, crying Cynthia and Ampersand. We've got Ambrosia, who's covered in, again, just candy floss and like little paper sticks sticking out everywhere. Ike, her usual self, completely unscathed. You've got Charlie, 2 hefty bags of popcorn. I think one is it's like a salted popcorn with like rosemary and thyme, and the other one is like a cheese popcorn. You didn't get any of the sweet stuff.
No.
And then we have Jess, who I assume has attempted to put his beard back on at this point.
Yeah, definitely not well, but yeah, he's tried.
Yeah, so it's you've just got this like one ball patch sort of. So your beard has sort of become again 2 long mutton chops either side, but like the center of the beard has been chopped off, and you've got like one really hairy palm.
As soon as Jess sees Ambrosia, he just holds up his hand and he says, "Me too."
I have retrieved the candy floss. And I just like hold my arms out.
Yeah, Charlie's gonna take the stick. Thanks. Popcorn.
Did you acquire a new form of attire, Ambrosia?
It appears I have. It is sticky.
That is not optimal.
It tastes nice though.
We got accosted by some thugs.
Oh my god. Are you okay?
They took my eggs and my candied apple. I think I'm still pretty alright. It's not as if it was something I could live with or without.
We can replace those things.
Yes.
They did a Robin Hood on you.
You got robbed in the hood.
Welcome.
Wait, no, walk me back there, Epperson. You got mugged.
Is that the term?
I would not know.
Well, you don't have your belongings on you. You look like you've been scuffed up, and Cynthia's crying. I think that's the song of her people.
I assume this was part of the trick-or-treating.
No,
they
you were...
tricked us.
No. Trick-or-treat is fun. Did you have fun?
No.
Then that was not trick-or-treat.
I mean, I can note of this.
Do, yes.
Where the hell is your notebook?
Please take the notes. I am currently indisposed.
They
Can I be shaving Ambrosia? Like, can I just be shaving putting it in the bag?
Yeah,
Did they find my notebook as well? Or just the treats?
just everything that was in your pockets.
Okay,
Just
so they
everything
didn't.
is, you know.
That's fine.
Where do
you
your
keep
notebook?
it?
In her armpit for the listeners who can't see.
Yeah. Where my coin purse is as well.
Oh.
Oh.
Her testicles. Right, so what would we like to do?
Which way did they go?
I just point in some random direction.
Cynthia, which way did they go?
And she points in a southerly direction.
Okay. New plan. Trick or treat is on hold until we get your sister's stuff back.
What about my
And
stuff?
Cynthia's stuff as well, yeah. She's secondary choice. Sorry, Cynthia, I always forget you're not here.
Is this turning into a revenge adventure?
That is something we also don't have experience with. This is very exciting. I might feel excited.
Yes, this feeling is new to me.
Yes, you are clearly both overcome with joy. Jess?
Jess is tucking his dress into his underwear at this point, and says, "We're gonna go rustle some varmints."
Charlie?
Fuck yeah. Flip.
How big are they, though? How scary are they? Are they very big and very scary?
They look about adolescent age.
Ugh. Like Ike spits on the ground. Teenage punks.
If that's the descriptive words, then yes.
When Ike did spit, it's just pink. It's just pink. Ike is sack full of candy floss, having shaved ambrosia. I mean, not didn't get the stuff in your hair. That's still there. But yeah, what I could shave off of her, I put into a bag. Popcorn? I'll trade you.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, we're doing that usual kid thing on the way. We're swapping a little bit of what you got. I don't want any of that cheese stuff. You can keep all that. It will not go well.
Down behind you here.
I think Fia's here.